Hello everyone, Chocolo here for another video review. This time we have the Cadbury's Dark Milk Salted Caramel. Yeah, so there's, well, basically I've reviewed the other dark milks. There's a dark milk on its own and a dark milk with almond or hazelnut or something, or both. I think it's hazelnut, I'm not sure. Slightly disappointing bars really. I mean, they're clearly a Mondelez rebrand, and by which I mean Mondelez is the parent company of Cadbury now, and they basically own milk and other brands and other things, everything almost. And basically they sort of rebrand a lot of their stuff as Cadbury's now, other than the Cadbury staple stuff like Whispers and Dairy Milks and things. So here's the latest one. A bit more optimistic about this one, but I mean, salted caramel's been done to death. Everywhere I go, I see salted caramel nowadays. I mean, I was at some restaurant yesterday, and there's about 3 or 4 desserts that had salted caramel something in it. There's all sorts of chocolates with salted caramel in. It's just everywhere at the moment. I had salted caramel eggs at Easter. It's just the thing at the moment, and I'm a bit sick of it, I'm a bit bored of it, but it is generally quite nice, but it's essentially caramel with a taste of salt. So there we go. So, yeah. So what do you think of this? So basically, who knows? But yeah, it seems to be the thing at the moment, this dark milk. Even Galaxy are jumping on the bandwagon, so I'm about to review these in a minute. It's got Cadbury's Galaxy Dark Milk. Is it dark milk? Oh, darker milk. There we go, so check that out. I'm quite excited about those actually, because Galaxy is really creamy and nice, so it might work really well, maybe. So anyway, let's get to it. Oh, there goes, right back again. So let's have a look. So let's look into this better, shall we? So yeah, so what do we get? Well, it looks quite nice. I like the wrapping in a way, really. I mean, see the sort of the dark, the D, and the C are kind of inverted, or well, reversed. So you see the D becomes the C, and it's you see it on the background as well. It's quite clever, quite clever. Rich and creamy salted caramel. It's new, of course. It's in this flow wrapper. I don't know if they're still called that, but they did call them flow wrappers at one point. Where it sort of splits down the middle. Just makes it easy to open, I guess. What does it say? When an abundance of rich cocoa is brought together with Cadbury creaminess, a whole new world of chocolate is created. Welcome to Cadbury Dark Milk. Okay. Yeah, well, sounds exciting enough. Not much more on it though, I don't think. It's sort of got Cocoa Life and Fair Trade Foundation things, cocolife.org. It's an 85 gram bar, but luckily it does give us in per 3 chunks, because otherwise it's per 100 grams, which doesn't help us whatsoever. But it's 14 grams, so you would, I don't think 14 goes into 85, so clearly there's a gram or something in the packaging. So per 3 chunks, I think it's a 3 by 6 bar, so it's one row. That's 77 calories, 4.9 grams of fat, 2.9 of which are saturates. There we go. Okay, so there we are. So it's got the old flourish on. You know the drill. So we'll give it a measure. It's probably added a couple of centimeters on. It's usual stuff, isn't it? Where they've just tried to make it look bigger. I wish they wouldn't do it, but they do. It's 18.7 centimeters long, roughly. So let's give it an open. I think it does look quite nice. I like the purple, the black and purple. I think it's a really nice colour combination, black and purple. Purple is my favourite colour, and I do colour combo that quite a lot myself. Yeah, okay, let's have a look. So here we go. So here's the bar. So yes, it is a 3 by 6. It's quite melting in my hands. Doesn't look dark, does it? As you can see, well, it's dark milk. So it's a combination of milk and dark chocolate, of course. Does it say what the percentage darkness is? Cocoa solids 40% minimum. There we go. So it says milk chocolate, milk solids 40% minimum, cocoa solids 40% minimum. Interesting that, because the Bourneville one, just for these Bourneville bottles, so I'm assuming all Bourneville, says it's, what does it say? It says it somewhere. I thought it did. 35% minimum, so there we go. So cocoa solids, so this is darker than Bourneville, basically, I assume. I say darker, I mean, sounds like I know what I'm talking about. I should do maybe, but I don't. There we go. So yeah, so this is 40, whereas Cadbury Bourneville is 35 cocoa solids, so 35%. So there you go, so let's have a measure. Yeah, so it's now 15.2 centimetres, so we've just lost 2 centimetres roughly, haven't we? Right, okay, yeah. It's about 15.2, so width, about 7.5 actually, pretty much spot on. And height, from bottom to top in the middle, about 1.6. In between, about 1 point. Oh, sorry, not 1.6. Sorry, what am I talking about? 0.7. But it's 0.7 high from bottom to top, and then in between the troughs it's about 0.6. Oh, so there we go. So you can see there's like, I don't know, yeah, little perhaps. I don't know if you can quite make those out, but there's little white specks in there. I'm guessing they're sort of salted caramel nubbins. So what does it actually say? What's the description? It's funny really, because it just talked about, yeah, when a buds was quick was brought together with Cadbury cream in a whole new world of chocolates created, welcome to dark milk. It doesn't really mention the fact that it's salted caramel. But it says high cocoa milk, chocolate with salted caramel chips. So yeah, so there you go. So there are little, yeah, you can see in there kind of little white specks. Okay. Let's give it a bit of a snap. Ah, there we go, look at that. There you go, look. There you are. That's quite tempting actually, doesn't it? So it's melting in my hands though, it's, you can see, you know, so it's, yeah, quite soft and creamy. Okay, so let's lift myself up and give it a taste. Hello everyone, hello. Good to see you, good to see you. Right. Okay. You can talk over. Let's give it a go. Well, it's noticeably thin. Quite crunchy, got crunchy bits in. Not loads of crunch. I would prefer it if it was a runny caramel, I think I would immediately say. Chocolate itself is quite creamy. Even though the cocoa solid count is 40% or whatever, it doesn't taste like dark chocolate, like the Bourneville ones does. I guess because it's got milk chocolate mixed in as well, it kind of obviously cancels it out a bit. So there you go. So that's why there is a difference in there. So even though it's got more cocoa solids or whatever, it's more creamy than the Bourneville. The chocolate itself is quite creamy, but it's not that nice. I mean, it's okay. It's just nothing special. The salted caramel chunks don't really taste salted caramel. They taste a bit, I wouldn't say butterscotchy, but they taste a bit, just like crunchy bits really. You know, nothing too dramatic. There's not really taste of, it's like crunchy caramel maybe, but it doesn't really taste of caramel that much. It doesn't really taste of salt that much. It's far too creamy. The chocolate's very, yeah. I don't rate this really. I mean, I can't quite remember exactly what the Cadbury's dark milk tastes like the original, but I'm sure it's exactly the same as this. Because well, it must be, mustn't it? It says just dark milk with crunchy caramel pieces in it. Don't really taste like salted caramel at all. I guess you do when you really sort of lick one, like I just pretty much did then. But when you're tasting it with the rest of it, you're just getting crunchy pieces, and the caramel taste is completely lost really. It's probably there to a slight extent, but again, when the crunchy bits does come directly into contact with your tongue, you do get a bit of a salty taste, but otherwise it doesn't really happen because it's just washed away with the chocolate, which is quite creamy and liquidy, melts quite easy. Yeah. I said this in my original review when I did Cadbury Dark Milk, not knowing it was the case, and I said I'm sure this is just a Milka rebrand, because it doesn't really taste of anything like Cadbury's chocolate at all. You can tell it's not dairy milk in any way, shape or form. If it was dairy milk mixed with dark chocolate or Bourneville, dairy milk and Bourneville mixed together, that would be brilliant, and I think it would taste quite nice. This is just some kind of creamy, non-Cadbury chocolate, I don't think, non-Cadbury recipe chocolate at least anyway, and it's not that great at all. You know, yeah, it's just not a nice. It's not unpleasant. It's just not. I just don't think it's up to much at all. The chocolate, just very, say, a very creamy. If you really love Belgian chocolates and things, and the Goulian or whatever, those seashells, if that's your perfect chocolate, I know they've got praline taste in there, but if roughly that sort of chocolate is your ideal chocolate, then you'll probably like this. But for me, you know, it's I'm not into sort of creamy milk, like Lindt milk chocolates. You know, I think Lindt milk chocolate's too. It's those Belgian type, or you know, I sort of sum them all together as Belgian type chocolates, really, where it's just quite a creamy, rich, sickly milk chocolate. Maybe rich isn't quite the word, but very creamy, very sickly. And they're not for me at all. And this is that kind of chocolate. And to me, that's not Cadbury whatsoever. And that's what this is really. It's kind of that kind of chocolate, more of a European, Belgian-y chocolate. And I'm not a fan of it whatsoever, really. I mean, it's not unpleasant, and I can eat it. It's not below average or horrible or anything, but yeah. It's not Cadbury at all, this for me. I'm not interested in this bar at all, and it's not the salted caramel. I'm bored of salted caramel anyway, but this is not a good salted caramel. It's just these little chunks, little crunchy chunk pieces that don't really taste of salted caramel because they don't work with this bar because it's too creamy, and it just totally takes away the taste of the salted caramel when you're eating it with it. If you're lucky enough to get a bit of a chunk that happens to not be mixed with the bar with the chocolate and it touches your tongue, then it does taste a bit of salted caramel. But you know, that's probably not going to happen unless you really orchestrate it. Yeah, so it's not unpleasant. I mean, you know, it's difficult for me in my ratings because you know, I always try to say 3 is an average chocolate. You know, is this below average? Hard to say. I don't know. I think the taste, I would say, is probably below average. But in my view, I think that's in my view. I don't know if below, yeah. I probably would say it's below average. I think it's a below average salted caramel bar. I've tasted salted caramel bars that are better than this, pretty much all of them. So I would say this is below average. So I'm going to go less than 3 out of 5. I'm going to say it's probably 2.5 out of 5. I think. Really disappointing. It's probably better. I mean, you know, if you go back and look at my review for Cadbury's dark milk, maybe I gave it 3 out of 5. I'm not sure. This is probably better than that, just purely because it's got something in it. It's a bit more interesting, but. You know, I think I'm going to be strict now and say that, yeah, you know, I've got to say that some are below average, and I think this is below average, and yeah, only just maybe, you know. I think, let me just say though, if you do like, as I say, sort of like rich Belgian chocolates, if Lindt milk chocolate is your ideal milk chocolate, then this might be for you really. But you'd still probably be disappointed with the salted caramel side of it, so you'd still probably say it was below average. So I still feel, you know, I don't feel I'm being unfair really either way, just by my own fact that I'm not that bothered about this kind of milk chocolate. I think the result would still be the same. I think you would still think it was below average really. So yeah, 2.5 out of 5. Okay guys, thanks for watching, thanks for that. Well, thanks for that as well, yeah. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my videos, follow me on Instagram as well. As I always, get in touch, let me know what you think, let me know if this is your ideal chocolate or not, or whether you agree with me, or whether you think this is Cadbury's, another step back for Cadbury's, whether you think it's a step forward maybe, who knows, I mean, you know. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but maybe you do, so let me know what you think. Okay guys, take care, I'll see you later. Bye for now. See ya.